Jacob, Tom, I met Peter Davidson last week.
Really?
Yeah,
Tell us more
it was
about it.
pretty. Yeah, so I basically went to the Concord Club in Eastleigh, which
What
is
is that?
very cool. It's a place that people go to. It's a prestigious place. But they had it open for a Doctor Who convention.
No.
I am prestigious, Jacob. Thank you very much. Um, but yeah, I went there. There was a whole little convention. I went. There was like some shops where I could buy little things. I got some cute things. I got a little adipose
Oh,
keychain
nice. What was his
thing
mum?
that's quite cool. I got the one, the only Matt Smith
It's not the one
figure,
and only, though, is it?
and I also, unfortunately, it broke, but I got Dug a
Did your sister
but it
break
broke.
that?
Its
Oh,
nose
it's
broke
so
off.
good too.
No, I was. It's really top heavy because the top is more
The
heavy
slaves
than the
of China
bottom.
should have made it.
That's
And
what
it
top heavy means.
just yeah, but it no, it was a 3D printer that made it, but it fell over and it fell off of my desk. Like it went
What
down
else?
and
If
it
it
just
fell off your
cracked
desk, what
off,
else would have
and it was
happened?
really
Would it
sad.
have gone
I also
up
went in the
to the side?
TARDIS.
I met
got
the
I got
old
I got I
girl
got the
at
Doctor
Doctor
Who
Who
Day
today.
badge. You can't read it because yeah, but it's very cool. Yeah, so that was the stuff I bought. There was a talk with like some of the companions. There was a talk with like the companions from Patrick Troughton's era. I forget their names now. But they were saying quite funny things. They were good. Peter Davidson was very cool to see. I mean, it is a doctor.
So, did
which
you
is
ask him how his
really
wife
cool.
was?
It's my first time meeting a doctor. No,
There's
I
always a
didn't.
question to ask.
But someone while I was there, they said to him,
Am I
it,
gone already?
did Jacob go?
And he's left again.
Oh, not again. This is gonna be a nightmare to edit.
Oh, this is a constant thing.
Jacob needs to like join on his phone or something.
Anyway,
But yeah,
how was?
so there was this guy, there who said, "Isn't it strange that your daughter-in-law, who is for anyone who doesn't know, David Tennant is married to I think her name's Georgia, who is Peter Davidson's daughter, and as you know, Peter Davidson was an incarnation of the Doctor before David Tennant, so technically,
Yeah.
David Tennant, no, Peter Davidson is married to his own daughter, which it's
Oh,
timey-wimey and a little bit strange.
yeah.
Yeah,
Never thought about it like that.
yeah, it's really strange. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my things that I've got. Let me put them away. Goodness. Where did Jacob go? I'm gonna have to check where he's gone now. He despawned again. Join on phone, please, for some substantial.
Only 3 minutes in, and he's done this.
Yes, well, I mean, we've the first two episodes we've had absolutely wonderful times, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, no way, it's Jacob. He's back. I think I
Oh,
can't hear him yet.
and
He's just a
nothing
big
in there.
black box. Jacob, please show up. I summon you.
Mm.
Back.
Summon him.
I'm here.
He's back. He's back. It's
He's
Jacob.
gone.
Hello.
Oh.
I am front.
What
Now,
did you do,
I
Jacob?
think we should place a bet how many more times that will happen this episode.
I think 3 more times.
At least one more.
Okay,
At
okay.
least.
I'm gonna hope it's no more, but you know. Wait, can I like
Anyway.
lower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any
So-
were you able to ask any questions, Henry?
About what? No, I wasn't.
Peter Davidson.
Yeah, I was nervous and small, and there was a lot of people
all
who
of
put
those
their
are
hands
correct
up,
so far.
and there was a lot of people who were more nerdy than me. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now it's 5 minutes in. Should we start the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into it. there, and welcome to the Pantheon of Idiots, a group of 3 idiots chatting about our favourite time traveller, the Doctor. I'm Henry. I'm joined by Jacob, I think this side. I looked wrong last time. And Thomas, who's on this side. How are you?
I'm good,
I'm
thanks.
Cuba.
How about
Good.
you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I met a doctor, but speaking of doctors, we are going to be ranking doctors today in this episode because I think episodes are good and so are doctors. So let me just...
Oh, quite good. Yeah,
I mean, doctors
save a lot of lives.
They do
It
save a lot of
depends on the
lives.
doctor we're talking about. Dr. House is a good doctor.
Right, so I'm... no, don't hijack it again,
One
Jacob.
second.
Right, I'm loading up the,
Okay, guys, I have 3 minutes till my lunch is ready.
Oh, Jacob, you're not going to eat lunch midway through the podcast, are you?
When else am I going to eat lunch? After the podcast?
Bro, I just got called by some random person. Oh my... They're just saying podcast...
You need to mute your phone.
Wait,
You just
why...
leaked Judge's name.
Oh, I'm being called now.
Apparently you're upside down. What? Who is this? Henry, I need a link to your podcast in this... Who is this? What?
I think that's
What have you
Aiden.
hijacked? What is he
Anyway.
doing? No.
Anyway,
What am I doing?
Oh,
So, should we start with the first doctor?
right, we're gonna. I think we'll go in the order from 1st to 15th. So let's explain what the tiers are. I reckon. So we've got S. That is our all-time favourite doctor. Bro, shut up. I'm
not very
putting my
nice.
phone
You
on.
just leaked his name.
Sorry, blank name. Anyway, right, I've put my phone away. Shouldn't get messages anymore. Right. Okay, so S is like our favourite doctor of all time, right? A,
Where's F?
like, no doctors are going to be F, so we've removed that. Because we love all the doctors. Tom, why are you muted?
I accidentally muted myself, sorry.
Oh goodness, this is we're in shambles right now. A is like good but not quite the greatest. B is yeah, they're alright. C is like starting to get a bit worse, and D is like I don't really like them that much. Okay. Should we start with William Hartnell, the first Doctor?
Yeah.
Okay. So, personally, I've only seen one episode, which was for my media course.
I've seen
the very
most of
first
the
episode.
first doctor.
Yeah, Jacob, you're going to have to help us out here, because me and Thomas
I've not
are very
seen- I've not seen
inexperienced in the classic Who. So, I saw the Unearthly Child episode in school, and not going to lie, it was a bit rubbish.
Yeah, of course it's not very good. It's the first doctor.
Yeah,
Are we basing this tier list off of the
That's
doctor's
right.
personality?
just in general, overall
No, like,
categories.
yeah, Henry, you should clarify. Is it how good the episodes were, or how good that doctor was in general?
It's just overall, like, all about the Doctor, like, the episodes, everything. Like, we're taking it all into
Okay.
account. So Jacob, yeah, you probably want to lead us here for the classic.
Okay,
to
now,
just kind of give us a bit
the
of
first
explanation.
doctor was a bit of a not very kind person. He left people quite a lot, like in the Daleks or the Dead Planet or whatever the episode was called, which was the first Dalek episode. He just kind of almost left Susan to die, really, but that Susan lived. So, you know.
Oh,
Season.
what? Thomas.
Oh, not right.
Oh my god. Tom, do
See,
you not know
you
who
can
Susan
see the
is?
scale.
No, I'm just joking,
Okay, thank God.
Sure thing, pal. So, Thomas, what do
Um,
you think of the first Doctor?
I haven't seen any of him.
Okay. But what's your opinion on the first Doctor?
Oh no,
Oh.
no. Thomas, as well. Thomas, you stop recording.
What's too powerful?
Tommy is. You're recording on a neutral. Oh my god. The first Doctor.
He's
I
recording on a refrigerator, mate.
think- Why can I hear?
So,
Why can I? Why can I hear
I
your
like.
refrigerator now? Oh,
I thought right. So the episodes of the First Doctor were quite quite creative. There was the Cave of Skulls. There was the Dead Planet, the Daleks, an Unearthly Child. Other popular ones. What was the one with the spiders? Yeah, there was one of those. Yeah, they were all very good episodes. So, I'd put the First Doctor in.
I'm
They don't stand out, right? It's not like modern Doctor Who, so I'd put them in C tier. What about you?
C tier. Well, from the one episode I watched, which was like not. It was the first episode, so it's not going to be great, probably, because it's experimenting with new things. I reckon probably C. I'd give that. Tom?
Okay,
If you agree
well,
with-
yeah.
give me a minute. I'm
Me.
gonna get my lunch.
Oh,
Jacob's just left to go get his lunch. We'll give him a C then.
yeah. We'll give him a
Um,
C. We can't put him in D. He is the first Doctor. We can't put
he
him
is
in
the
D.
first. Yeah, we can't do that. So, okay. I want to start talking about Patrick Troughton, the second Doctor, but I feel like we have to wait for Jacob, who's
Yeah.
basically our
Could
guy,
you give
tour
us
guide.
a quick description of the second Doctor? Well, Jacob is.
Honestly, I haven't seen any of his episodes, but I know he plays the recorder. He's got black hair. His son was in the episode Midnight, I think, which
You mean
is a
the
good
actor's
episode.
son, or
The actor's son, not the actual son.
okay?
Yeah, I think it was it Michael Troughton. I think I was meant to go. I was meant to see him too at the comic, not Comic Con, the Concord Club. Unfortunately, I don't think he could make it, so
Oh, that's
that's a
sad.
shame.
Yeah.
I know he was a doctor. I knew he had a TARDIS, I think.
Wait.
Running out
You
of
know
space.
he's a Doctor. He wouldn't be on this list if he wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know anything about classic Who, Tom. I've seen the two Rani episodes, and that's about it. Right,
The
Jacob, I
only
need you to
classic
say
who
more.
I've seen
Okay,
is the
well,
movie.
you need to explain. You need to explain Patrick Troughton. Oh, he's gone
Okay,
again.
second Doctor. Right.
Wow.
I liked. I'm gonna guide this conversation, right?
Yeah.
I thought the episodes. There weren't really any memorable ones. Some of the Dalek ones were decent, but overall there was nothing to him that really standed out except for his the instrument he had. You
Recorder.
know what I'm talking about. He
Yeah.
had an instrument which he played,
Actually, I
and
think
that
yeah. I think I did actually see part of an episode. I think I saw the War Games when it got recoloured for Patrick Troughton. That was one of the ones with him in it, wasn't it?
yeah, I think the how they've changed the classic ones to animation, I don't like it.
Fair enough.
But
Uh,
yes,
Jacob, have you got any?
I liked the regeneration story of how he was banished by the Time Lords. That was good. Probably one of the best regeneration stories. So for that, I'd put him above the First Doctor, because the First Doctor didn't really have a USP like the other Doctors. But the Second Doctor had his instrument, whatever the instrument was. So yeah,
So you think B?
yeah, I think B, yeah, above the
I
First
mean,
Doctor.
I feel like we have to kind of let Jacob guide us in here because
Yeah.
I
At least for the
haven't
old
seen
Who,
any of the
yeah.
episodes really. Yeah. Okay. Third Doctor, John Pertwee. I know he is a doctor.
Well
Jacob,
done.
once again.
John Pertwee.
Yeah.
I uh, I liked the Autumn stories with the Third Doctor. Like, of course, with when you're introducing new monsters that kind of are going to be repeated throughout the show, they kind of have to have a good introduction. And I think the episode, what was it, Spearhead from Space, really did that. So I think the episodes of the Third Doctor were very good. John Pertwee, amazing Doctor. I'd put him, maybe. I'd put him still in B tier, but above the Second Doctor.
B tier, but above second. I mean, Tom, do you have literally anything to add? Do you like his costume? Do you like his style? Have you ever seen anything?
I haven't seen a whole lot of Old Who.
Yeah, I know he's meant to be good, and I mean, I'm planning to watch Classic Who. Jacob, shut up! We're recording a podcast. Stop!
Yeah,
Stop
my notes
raising up
here.
your dog. You have to show him on camera now.
Don't
That's the rule.
don't call it rizzing up his dog.
No.
Yeah.
You have to, Jacob. Show him on the podcast. Come on, it might.
Well, I'm gonna get my lunch.
Oh, not again! Right, we're just gonna put Pertwee
After
down.
each Doctor, he's gonna do this.
He's like, has he just got like a plate on the other side of the room, and he goes and grabs a sandwich, shoves it in his mouth, comes back?
We're gonna be here a while.
We're gonna have like a freaking 2 hour long episode of this, right? Oh god.
1 second, I'm getting my table.
Jesus, Jacob.
Why didn't you do this beforehand?
I did it too, specifically so you wouldn't have to eat.
Yeah.
Now.
It's not my fault I forgot.
And we've been talking about this from Monday.
This is why I wanted to record it earlier, so we have more chance.
Yeah.
Give me 30 seconds.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's kind of talk about the Fourth Doctor while we're.
Fourth Doctor,
Okay, I've made a steak.
from what I've seen, is universally loved.
Universally loved.
Steak and a
I
sandwich.
know he likes jelly babies. And he's got a long scarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fourth Doctor come an obvious S tier. Put him in.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to agree on that part.
I mean, if you ask someone like about Doctor Who, the people
They
that
will say he is the best Doctor. He is.
They,
People who just watch Modern Who always say, "Oh, David Tennant." But we forget about the
no,
Fourth.
but like if you were to ask me who is Doctor Who, the two people I would choose is probably Tom Baker or David Tennant. Those are like the people who are kind of the most popular. So I'm happy to give him an S tier. Okay. The Fifth Doctor. Now I might be biased.
Celery.
I did see him and Celery. There was actually a funny story about that that we were told when I was listening to his like panel. Apparently, he was like his outfit was inspired by like a cricketing gear, because he liked cricket at that time, and also before like
Yeah, I mean,
think
he
it was,
did
like,
wear cricket uniform. That's
yeah,
what the Fifth.
and like before the episode, I think it was like he said like an hour before, they were just like, oh, we need to get something to signify you, to like make you symbolize you, and they just stuck a celery on his lapel and then sent him off on his way, which that's a really strange thing to do, like an hour before recording or however long it was. I can't exactly remember.
Yeah.
Jacob, your thoughts?
Good Doctor. Had memorable episodes like the Five Doctors.
Yeah.
Good
Ace,
USP of being, a cricket playing, celery loving Doctor. He was also actually a nice person, which I guess we're going to talk about with the Sixth Doctor, because he, of course, got very controversial in some episodes.
Yeah, but I mean,
I put him in A tier.
Yeah, seeing Peter Davidson in real life, he is so kind. He's like really nice.
Yeah, he's such a nice person.
I'm happy with A tier. Tom, are you happy?
Yeah,
with
I'm happy with A tier.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
Sixth
watched an
Doctor.
interview
Now,
with him in the last while back.
this
Such
is
a
the
nice
first. This is the first episode. No, this is the first Doctor of Classic. Well, second Doctor of Classic Who where I've actually seen an episode. I think it was either the Mark of the Rani or Time and the Rani. Which one is it?
Oh, the Sixth Doctor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I watched one of them. Which one was it, Jacob? I can't remember.
Time of the Rani, isn't it?
That. Yeah, probably Time of Rather Arnie. That was actually a pretty good episode I was watching.
So
I
what would
thought the
what
American.
would you rate him then?
Well,
Oh no, it is
maybe
the Mark of the Rani.
I'd like to explain why he's like good though, because like I watched it
Yeah.
right. I quite enjoyed the episode. He was quite charming. He's quite funny. He's quite silly. His jacket's very memorable. But I was looking at I was watching with like the companion, and oh my god, I got so frustrated. Like, just it's like I mean, I know it was like different with the times, but she just seemed like a helpless kind of
I mean,
companion, and she was American. I mean, I don't
You
know.
didn't
he
have to add the American part in, Henry.
he left because of some controversies, I believe.
What
And
controversies do you know?
Yeah, what controversies?
uh, no, 1 second. I'll Google. Sixth.
You probably should have done that before we started recording.
But
So,
anyway,
have you the regeneration? When Pete Davidson regenerated, there was of course, the scene where the sixth Doctor, tried to strangle the companion.
yo,
It was
Oh, you need
pretty
to shout
you're
there,
lagging.
Jacob. You're
pretty
lagging.
Jacob,
dark
I can't
thing for
hear you,
Doctor
Jacob.
Who, and especially at
I
the
can't hear
time,
you. You've lagged out.
my
J-
dad was saying how at the
Jacob,
time when the fifth, yeah,
Jacob, you're gonna have to repeat that. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, we can't
my
hear it.
It
bad.
glitched out.
Uh,
Go again.
when the fifth Doctor regenerated into the sixth Doctor, uh,
Mhm.
the sixth Doctor tried to strangle his companion. And my dad was saying at the
Jesus.
time when that happened, it was very different for Doctor Who and very dark. And I think what Colin Baker did is he introduced kind of a new dark side to Doctor Who, and that's one of the reasons it got controversial.
Hmm.
But then
I think
again, like you've got the
that's
dark side with Peter Capaldi, haven't you? Now as well, and
yeah.
you've got also with like Shooty as well. You've got the Interstellar Song Contest. Oh, we can't talk about that actually because Thomas hasn't seen it yet.
Uh, well, the sixth Doctor is good.
That's not very nice.
It's
I
not.
thought he was.
I think
Oh.
it's B tier. I think he's below the third Doctor.
So
Why
in
would you
C
say
or
that?
D tier, which one would you put him?
No, we're gonna do B, I think.
B?
Middle of John Petrie and Patrick.
So in the middle there, okay.
Proud. Are you happy with that, Tom, or
I
do you think he would?
I don't really I haven't seen any of his stuff. So
All right, we'll put him. Why don't we just to put him in the middle? We'll put him out of that. We'll put him at the end of B. Yeah, is that all right? All right. The seventh Doctor. Oh God, what's his name?
Easy. Top of A tier.
What's his name? I
The
forget. I'm stupid.
it's thingy. Wait.
Something.
Uh,
Oh my God, we're having to Google everything.
Sylvester McCoy.
That's it. Yes.
Sylvester McCoy.
Sylvester McCoy. I've seen one episode, and it was his first episode. The other Rani episode, because yeah, but it was. I thought that was quite a good episode. In the Rani impersonating Mel, it was quite funny.
We're not here to talk about the episodes.
I know we're not here to talk about the episode, but his kind of reaction to that and his performance of him like kind of forgetting everything, I thought was really good.
Yeah, the relationship between Ace and the seventh Doctor is probably the best companion Doctor relationship. Have you seen any of that, Henry?
I haven't seen any of that. No.
I think that.
But I've seen
That stood
Ace
out.
in the 13th Doctor's era, and
Of course, the seventh Doctor is the one before the massive break of like 10 years, and they went out with a
yeah.
bang. What you'll notice here today, so many people just want Doctor Who to end right now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, when they heard it was coming to an end, everyone just, they were calling the BBC, complaining. That shows how much of a mark the seventh Doctor had on the show, and for that I think it's A or S tier.
A or S. Since I mean
I don't
I
mind
reckon A like
A, yeah. I think A
Top of A.
would be a good place to
top
rank
of
them.
A. All right, we'll do top of A.
Top of A, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Paul McGann next. Tom, I believe you have some
Yep, I have
information
actually
on
seen
it.
this, the movie. Has anyone else seen the movie?
No, not
Yeah,
me.
I
Yay!
have.
Okay, I quite liked the movie. I like.
Yeah,
It's a shame we didn't get to see him much. I would have.
Yeah,
yeah.
but have you seen the Night of the Doctor?
I have seen The Night of the Doctor, yeah, but that was like a really short
Mini-series.
mini-sode.
Well, it
Yeah,
explains
Um,
stuff. Yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, like watching that, it was pretty good,
I would have
but
liked to see a whole
mm,
series with him instead of just a movie. It didn't.
yeah,
There was so much
his acting
more.
was amazing in the movie.
Yeah, but there was
He
so
was
much more
such
we could
an
have
incredible
learned
Doctor.
from him. Yeah, if he was given a
If they
series,
continued it,
yeah, it'd be great.
mm,
yeah. Where would you guys rank Paul McGann then? Do you reckon?
I'd go. Is he above John Pertwee? That's the question.
I'd say A, like the very top of A.
Bottom of A, top or bottom
I
of
think
A?
it's in between the Seventh Doctor and the Fifth Doctor. In fact, no, I
Yeah,
think the
I'm
Fifth
happy.
Doctor's better. Put him bottom of A, bottom of A.
All right, we'll do that. Yeah,
I just
that
wish
seems
we had
There we
more
go.
time with him.
Mm.
yeah.
Now the ones we've
Okay,
all
this is
seen.
yeah. So
Yeah,
now I will be able to actually contribute. The
same.
War Doctor. Now, yes, the War Doctor was like one episode, but it was a really good episode. John Hurt as the Doctor was a very good choice, I reckon, for like someone during war. Like, do you guys agree with that?
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
His
I think that
acting of being,
went well.
the Time Lord who is distraught and depressed. Uh, like seeing that side to the Doctor, I think John Hurt did an incredibly good job.
And the episode he was
Yeah,
in was amazing. One of the best
Yeah,
Doctor
Day of
Who
the Doctor,
episodes.
top tier.
It's,
yeah.
I
I
also
would
like
give
the
him.
dynamic in that not photo, in that episode of, despite the War Doctor looking older, he is the younger out of Matt Smith and David
Youngest,
Tennant
yeah,
Doctor Who's.
of them. And I think that's like a really good kind of thing because
Yeah,
I mean it
And the
it
whole,
shows kind of how like shows how you can look younger but you've got less knowledge than someone who well more you can look younger and have more knowledge than someone who's older and has less knowledge, which
he was, of
kind of
course,
also
the sensible one out of all of them.
yeah
yeah,
He was
I
constantly trying
mm,
to correct Tennant and Matt.
yeah
And I think that's good because, of course, the War Doctor you find out took place before all of those. So
yeah that's
it's kind of a bit of a nod to classic Who in a way, which,
yeah kind of bridging the
yeah,
gap. Which I mean, also when I was like when I first kind of watched, I think it was the Matt Smith one before, and it was like introducing John Hurt as the War Doctor. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Another Doctor and an older one, but let me tell you, I was thoroughly impressed by his performance, and I feel like you don't think it's going to work with someone who's a little bit more serious compared to
yeah.
the more vibrant
Doctor
popping
Who
kind of
has always had a light-hearted element to it.
yeah. So having a little bit more of a serious kind of Doctor whose um, goal is to kind of just
Hmm.
however,
do the time
I
loop
don't think
thing.
he's as high as any of the ones in A tier.
I think he might have to go either end of A or
I think end of A.
start of
End of A.
B because I mean while he is a great like choice for a Doctor,
I don't think we've
um,
seen enough of him, so I think start
yeah,
That's
A.
fair.
you'd want another series with it. You'd want him like a series.
Yeah,
So end of
brilliant.
A, you say?
I think end of A.
I
Yeah.
disagree. I think we should go the other side of the
Start of B.
top side. There. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that's good. It's simple. All
Yeah,
right, the
outdone,
ninth
Thomas.
Doctor. Okay, the ninth Doctor, right?
Someone
I want to say, oh, you go first.
Um, uh, he had a lot of good episodes. Like he laid the
Mm.
foundation what we can expect from New Who episodes.
Yeah, like just to name a few, Empty Child Doctor Dances was a really good one.
Yeah,
Rose, like almost perfect way to start it off, I reckon. Um, Bad Wolf and Passing of Ways was also like phenomenal as well when I was watching it.
yeah,
He was the technically he was the third Doctor that I watched an episode from. Um, but like he was the one who he was the person who I completed first series, I
yeah,
think it was. And I've got to say, he is really good, but he
yeah.
was robbed, man.
Yeah,
Like
he should
I
have
know he
gone
wasn't
extra
robbed as
season.
such, but he kind of it wasn't his. Wait, he was the one who wanted to leave, though, is the thing.
Yeah,
And while that is sad, I mean, it's difficult because he's such a good doctor, but I feel like if he had more time, he'd be higher
it would have.
up.
Yeah, it would have been great. A
Mm.
tier at
So
least. A tier at
for
least.
that reason, I want to say A tier
Yeah, I mean,
somewhere.
he is the one who brought Doctor Who back after
Yeah,
Yeah.
being disbanded, so definitely.
So
Yeah,
where
top
do you
of
reckon
A
I'm on
tier.
A tier? Top of A. I'm happy
Top
with
of A.
that.
yeah.
Oh, where's he gone
And
then?
now we get
Okay.
David. And before we even start, I think we all know where we're putting him.
I think we know where we're putting David Tennant.
Like, where, for people who've only seen New Who, when they think Doctor Who, they think David Tennant. He is a
Yeah.
staple of New Who. Just think
He's an
about all the
icon
times
of
they've
New
had to bring him back.
Who. Yeah. Where do you reckon we put him on S tier?
I
First or
think let's
second?
put him first.
Second.
Just hover him over S tier. We'll agree he's S tier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll put him down
Um,
for a minute. We can
yeah.
Below
come
Tom
back to
Baker.
it. Like
Really?
season two, right? Oh, season two was a good season, kind of in general, but like the worst out of David Tennant. And this is like I think the case for most Doctors. They have their first season, which is all right, and then they slowly improve their skills and get
Mm.
better.
Yeah.
Like,
Um,
no offense. New Earth was a dreadful episode.
I
Just gonna put
didn't
that
even
out.
think it was too bad. Like, I mean, bringing Cassandra back, I reckon you could have had
Bad
it with
choice.
another villain, but it was, yeah. But like his first season, it was good. Like you've got iconic moments in there. Uh,
Hmm.
season that was the one with Doomsday as well. That's like a really iconic ending as well to a season.
Yeah.
That's probably like the probably the
No,
most
I mean,
known cliffhanger or like
for
end.
the
What?
for
What?
Martha,
David?
of
Yeah.
course, it does have Thomas's least favorite episode of the Last of the Time Lords, but it's still a good
Yeah.
series. Wouldn't you agree, Thomas?
Yeah.
Like
What?
that season, you have Blink, you have Family of Blood, you have
Without, yeah, without David Tennant, they've like established what you can like. Without David Tennant, I don't think there would be as many Doctors as there are now. Like, Doctor Who
yeah,
would
I
not be
definitely
as
agree on
running
that.
for as long as it has.
I think David Tennant definitely kept the show running,
Yeah.
because it's like otherwise it would have kind of gone
Mhm.
downhill. I reckon if
The,
it
my
I don't
only
know.
problem with David Tennant is he was so good that when he left, a lot of people left with him and didn't stay on to Matt Smith, even though Matt Smith
Mm,
was great.
yeah, that is an issue, and obviously season four as well. That I think is most people's favourite of David Tennant's
And the
seasons,
specials also pretty good.
and the
Yeah.
specials were really good. Like, I reckon Waters of Mars is probably, if not one of, if not the best of David Tennant's era. But you also
I
have
like
like things
the
like Silence in the Library. I don't think there's a bad episode in season four, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Like, there's ones that obviously aren't as strong as each other. Like, I mean, you've got Midnight, which is like really good, but like, I mean,
I think
some like Sontar and Stratagem aren't as good, but
the
they're
worst
still
episode,
pretty
right?
good.
I'm not saying it's bad, but I think the worst episode is The Doctor's Daughter. It's not a bad episode, I just don't think it
Yeah,
stands up to the others.
it's kind of more of a laid back kind of
Yeah,
basic one, which I
David.
mean,
Yeah,
it's fine.
David Tennant was a
But yeah,
foundation which the other Doctor Who's could build upon. Like we were introduced to
Yeah.
River Song, for example. I mean, she died, but we were introduced to her under David
and
Tennant,
then yeah,
which got built upon by Matt Smith's Doctor and so forth. And we were introduced to aliens like the Ood and things that we see in the other Doctors as well. That it did
yeah.
very well in that regard.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think he deserves top of S tier, to be
Yeah,
completely
I'm with
honest.
Henry on that.
Okay, and then we move into Matt Smith,
Oh,
right?
I love Matt
Matt
Smith.
Smith, he's so good.
He
He is
is.
my favorite Doctor personally. Um, I think he's just so quirky and funny, and he's different. Like the thing is, it's very hard to come off of David Tennant, who's like been
Yeah.
carrying the show on his shoulders. But with 11th Hour, his first episode, Stephen Moffat, that was chef's kiss to you. That was beautiful episode, and it's still like amazing to this day. And I reckon this may be controversial, it may not be. I think season 5 was the best of Matt Smith. I reckon
Yeah,
it had
11th
the
Hour
best
just.
episodes. I reckon
Yeah.
11th Hour definitely boosted it up.
I think
I
it's the
mean,
best
while
opening episode.
yeah, definitely best opening episode. I mean, while I said David Tennant's episode, like seasons, get better as you go on, if I'm being completely honest, I think it gets a little bit worse as it goes on for Matt Smith. I think
I think
Really?
season 7 being in 2 parts is a little bit of a kind of strange choice.
I think
I liked what they
season
did with like having Clara, but yeah.
season 7B is where it falls off. The first 2.5 seasons are good. I don't think that's when it starts to fall off. I think when Chibnall came in, which I think was in the 11th Doctor, some of those episodes were bad.
He showed up in. No, he showed
Wait,
up ages ago. He was in. I think he wrote 42 as well, didn't he? And
yeah, yeah.
but he wrote The Power of Three, which is honestly, I think my
I like
favorite
the Power
episode
of
from
Three.
season 7. I
That's
think
my favourite Chibnall
that
episode.
might be favorite Chibnall episode, favorite one from season 7. Personally, I really liked that episode. I thought it was
I
kind
think
of inventive
I
and kind
remember
of different.
crying on Angel's Take Manhattan though.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really, that like made me cry. That was sad. Tom, any other things about
Well,
the
I
11th Doctor? Any opinions?
thing about Matt Smith is I loved the reveal of who River Song actually was with with Matt Smith and the relationship with Matt Smith for that Doctor.
I mean, yeah. Well, you did see River Song in, of course, Silence in the Library.
Yeah.
It is Matt Smith's Doctor who kind of made River Song probably one of the most famous characters
Yeah.
within Modern Who.
I also like how Matt Smith's relationship with the companions, I feel like that was done very well.
Yeah, like you see it is a bit weird, the Amy and Doctor arc thing. That gets a
Yeah,
bit odd,
that,
but I think they do
yeah.
manage to recover that.
Yeah. I just want to ask you guys about this. The season finales of the actual season finale. So you've got Pandorica opens and the Big Bang. I think it's Wedding of River Song and
Yeah,
was it Name of the Doctor? Those
yeah.
episodes. What is
Time
your
of the
opinion on
Doctor.
those? Time of the Doctor.
I think
What's your opinion of those?
they were very good.
Yeah,
That's where
I
I
think
kind of beg to differ, though,
I will.
because
No, yeah, I agree with Henry here. Right, Time of the Doctor wasn't the best episode. The ending was or in fact, it might be the name of the Doctor. Whatever the
I
season
think it is
7
the name of
finale
the
is, the
Doctor.
ending of it was incredible. Incredible. But Wedding of River Song, I thought it dragged out. It was very slow. Do you agree with these points?
Okay, that one. Yeah, yeah, I
The
agree.
reason I say they're not as good is because I feel like Stephen Moffat, when he writes them, he writes the first half like beautifully. I reckon like Pandorica Opens was really good. I think like that speech with like Stonehenge and stuff, right, and things like that. They were like really good. But the thing is, I don't think Stephen Moffat is very good at finishing off this two-part finales, and because I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. It's just like there was a lot of like timey-wimey stuff, and I know the show's meant to be about timey-wimey things, but it's just I've not. I like the kind of more Russell T Davies kind of more straightforward. Well, they're not inherently straightforward. They're a bit simpler than, oh, we're going back in time to like rewrite the Doctor's history, or we're gonna send me back, but because I got sent back, it's a bootstrap paradox or whatever. That's the reasons why I'm not a fan of the
I know.
finales,
Um,
really.
and Jacob,
But
you seem to have quite a strong opinion about this.
no, I was just because Henry was talking about, oh, Stephen Moffat doesn't write good second part finales, which I agree with. But before that, you said that all finales of Matt Smith weren't very good. But Wedding of River Song and Name of the Doctor slash Time of the Doctor are not two-parters. So your point doesn't stand up there.
Oh, no,
Invalidated.
stupid.
Out of
No, but like they're very
Moffat's
timey wimey.
Moffat's
Except,
two-parters.
what do you expect from Doctor Who?
The Pandorica Opens is a good two-parter. It is a good two-parter. The timey-wimey stuff makes it good. The bringing Rory back to life as an autumn, that was good. There was the how the Doctor escapes, although it's complicated and timey-wimey, that's what makes Doctor Who Doctor Who. When
Hmm.
there are episodes like that, old Doctor Who fans like, oh yes, a timey-wimey episode, let's go. So I'm disagreeing with you here, Henry. You're wrong. Get used to it.
You know what? You've changed my mind. I reckon. Yeah. I think it's probably because I only watched it once. Maybe if I watched it again, I'd understand it a bit more. I might do that in preparation for
Top of
next
A
week, and
tier.
then like
Go.
No, S
I
tier.
hate S
S
tier.
tier. I'm
Yeah,
putting
S
S
my
tier.
tier.
Fine.
S
Well,
tier.
you know what my opinions are on Capaldi, so just free up a space on S tier.
Where are we doing Matt Smith
At the
S
bottom
tier?
of
I
S
think
tier.
he. I would put him top of S tier in my opinion, but because we're kind of all sharing this tier list, we'll put him at the bottom of S tier. Okay, Peter Capaldi. Right. Jacob, you want to take the lead on this one, don't you?
Capaldi, in my opinion, is the best Doctor, and nobody really agrees with me on this, but, you know, hey, he is, uh, both serious and funny at the same time. He has episodes which I think most of them are really underrated. Like, episodes, like, of course he has Heaven Sent, which is amazing, but I think Deep
Good.
Breath is very underrated. Like, that's what launched Capaldi. And although it wasn't the best episode, I think if Capaldi wasn't in it, it would have been awful. I think it allowed people to see who Capaldi was as the Doctor. And while the plot of the Deep Breath was pretty bad, I think Capaldi just every episode brings it up for me. I love his personality as the Doctor. The even in the Bill season, which Bill, we barely knew you, so get out of here. But
Whoa.
with the
Whoa,
Doctor
come
Fools, Once
on.
Upon a Time,
I liked Bill.
We're not brushing past that.
Oxygen.
Bill is a good companion.
Yeah.
Bill's a good
Is
companion. I just think
great.
she should have been in it more.
Okay,
She should
yeah,
have
I
I
done
think
agree.
she
more with
had
it.
enough time. I think she did. I think we kind of learnt to know it. Unlike the latest season with Belinda, I know we can't really touch on that because Tom hasn't seen
Are
it
we
yet.
gonna have to
But
skip? Can we skip the one-off doctors, like David Tennant coming back.
Well,
No,
we'll just rank them without spoilers. We'll go spoiler
Yeah,
free for you. Um, but yeah, I definitely think Capaldi is a great Doctor. His speeches are good. His acting's great.
yeah,
He's
the
his like
mm,
storylines are great. Like having the Missy redemption arc was
yeah,
like I think probably one of the best stories.
yeah,
Um,
and the Zygon invasion speech, the Doctor Full
yeah, you've
speech.
got those.
So much.
Heaven Sent is the best episode in my opinion, but we've already
Yeah,
done best episode
as
on this podcast, so we'll leave you to watch that one if you haven't already. Subscribe to us right now. Yes, you, right there. Subscribe or follow on your
pointing at me.
platform. I'm not pointing at you. I'm pointing at our viewer. Do it.
I am your viewer.
Oh, you are. You don't view me. Okay. We need to hurry this up because we're gonna run over. On time. Peter Capaldi, where are we putting him?
S tier.
S tier.
Yeah.
If you disagree with me, I will leave this podcast and never return.
Uh, I kind of want to put him below
Above Matt Smith.
but Tom, what do you reckon?
Um, I I like them both.
Don't want to
I
make an
I
enemy out of me, Thomas.
I
We've
like
got to
them
keep.
both.
We've
I
got to keep.
honestly I like them both the same. I can't choose. They're both really good doctors.
Okay, right. To be let's keep Jacob happy. Let's just keep Matt
Yeah.
Smith at the bottom of S tier.
Yes!
Although me and you don't agree with it, but probably. Jodie Whittaker. I know your opinions on Jodie, Jacob. Jodie, I think.
Whoa,
personally,
whoa, 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 whoa. Opinions on Jodie. Jodie's an excellent actor. I'm just saying, her as the Doctor, Chibnall, made her bad.
Was it just
Most of
me,
her episodes were dreadful.
Jacob?
She
Was
was
it
a
just me,
good.
or was she out of breath most of the time? She was always like out of breath, like just when she was trying to speak. Was that just
Yeah.
me that noticed that?
No, that's not just you. She's like,
Tom,
right.
you've seen quite a lot of Jodie, haven't you?
I've seen
Seen a
half.
decent amount.
I've seen one full
Give us
season,
some
possibly two
opinions on
seasons.
Jodie.
Like I haven't seen the end half of Jodie, so
Okay, well, give some opinions of what you think about her from what
okay.
you've
The
seen.
problem is the first few episodes of Jodie were really not too great, in my opinion.
That's
Especially
valid, I
Orphan.
guess.
Yeah,
But,
Orphan
Henry, didn't
55.
it's just
you.
the writing was weak. Didn't feel
Wasn't
like we
Jodie
could
the
connect
first Doctor
to
who got.
all the companions as well. Like I feel like there should be one or two companions. Three, I just couldn't connect to.
Yeah, sometimes there were four, weren't there?
That well, not at the same point, but yeah, there was
Yeah,
four
Yeah.
companions.
Yeah, at the
Well,
same point, the
no,
first episode, there was the wife,
no,
there was
one,
Graham, there was Yaz, and there was the
oh,
other person.
oh, I thought you were talking about Dan. But yeah, yeah, there's quite a lot, which makes it harder to connect. I mean, a one-on-one relationship's a bit more intimate, a bit more
yeah.
personal,
Which
so
we did
that
later
kind of
see
lets you,
during the last season of Jodie.
yeah.
I say C tier. We can't put them in D tier, but most of the episodes were awful.
I think bottom of B tier
Okay.
No,
or middle of B tier. What do you reckon?
I'm gonna say C tier.
Nah. I
I
think we go
think they are the
there.
worst Doctor, okay? They're the worst Doctor. I'm sorry, but that is a fact. They
Tom,
are
gang up.
I think
Jacob.
end of B tier.
they are the
End of
worst
B
Doctor.
tier.
End of B tier, right? I'm happy with that. Okay,
So we are
need
going
to
to
get a
put.
little shuffle on.
We are pretty much saying that the first Doctor is the worst Doctor. I
Wait, wait,
think
wait, wait.
Jodie
We're
should
not
go
finished
below
yet. We're not
worst.
finished
Whoa.
yet.
Right, Fugitive Doctor. Tom.
Come on, we
I've
barely
actually seen
we
that
barely.
episode. I think I've actually seen that
Lead us in,
episode.
Tom.
Yeah.
The Timeless Children is the worst episode in all of Doctor Who. Everyone agrees. Put her bottom of C tier.
Yeah.
It's the only episode set It's the only episode she's in, and it is the one of the lowest rated Doctor Who
Fugitive
episodes.
of the Fugitive of
Yeah,
the
Fugitive
Jadoo
of the
was
Jadoo.
a
My bad.
beautiful episode. One of best of Jodie's. You need to agree with me, Jacob. I think, yes, she's not. Well, she's technically a doctor, but because of her subplot, well, the plot is quite important, but because we don't really see loads of her, I am inclined to agree with you to go C tier, just because of how little we see of her.
Okay. Can you put
But then
Jodie
again,
C tier?
No, we're keeping Jodie
Top
there,
of C
Jacob.
tier. Top of C tier.
No,
Top of
Jacob,
C
I
tier.
will not take Jodie slander.
Top of C
Okay,
tier.
right. 14th.
Okay, so the
How long
thing
we
is
spoke
that
about him?
Tennant is Tennant
It's
again.
Thomas.
But the problem is, I've seen this one as well. Like they only brought him back to drum up hype in a way, and oh my God, David Tennant has returned and stuff like
The
that.
For
giggle
that
was good.
reason, I thought the episodes that he came back in were great though.
Hmm.
I reckon we put him
Oh,
there.
B tier, B tier,
no.
B
B tier.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I
happy
think.
there.
A.
All right.
Oh.
Shooty Gatwa. Right. So Tom, you haven't seen Shooty yet, have you?
I need to catch up still.
Okay. Yeah, I'll invite you around and you can come watch it at some point, Tom. Don't worry.
He is.
Shooty. I
I
he was
like
really
him.
good.
I like him. I thought some of his acting as the Doctor wasn't the best. Right?
Nah.
But in
I
general,
thought he was really
I think
good.
there was so many people dislike Shooty. That's why he left the show after 2 seasons. He was supposed to have 3, but he was getting so much hate that he had to leave.
I don't think that's confirmed the official reason. But
Wait.
I thought he was an excellent Doctor. I also have to say that because my sister is her favourite Doctor, so I have to say that on the podcast because she listens. But anyway, I think he's got to go top of S tier. Don't you think?
Right.
I don't have anything on this boat. I did like him
I think
in
if you do
his
that,
first.
I will leave the podcast.
I
Sorry,
did like him in his introduction episode with David Tennant. I thought he was quite good there, but that's all I've seen of him.
Yeah. I don't think he's a bad Doctor. I just don't think he's up there with the
B
greats.
tier,
I
B tier.
take top of
B
B.
tier.
It's top of B.
I think middle of B. Let's meet in the
Where?
middle of B.
Who's the
In front of
who's
Yeah.
Houghton.
There. In between, yes. There we go.
Oh,
I'm
which
happy with
Doctor is
that.
that?
That's
Is that the
Peter
Twice Upon a Time
Cushing.
first Doctor?
No, that's Peter Cushing, I think. Yeah. He was in, I think, like, an unofficial Doctor, like, film or whatever. I think I saw part of that, which had the original
Should we
Wilfred
just skip?
Mott, but without the name Wilfred Mott.
Should we just skip then?
I think we'll put him in D, just because, we'll check, because we're not putting anyone in D.
Well,
just
now we can review the community
I
rank.
don't know. Tom, I don't think we need to be honest. We're 55 minutes in. You want to see what the community's saying? All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna have to. Is it worked? There we go.
Let's see how close we are to others.
What?
So,
Oh.
They have changed the tier list with like because we changed it so it looks better, but yeah. Oh God, ads! Get rid of the ads. Don't give them money. Iconic.
Wait, can you go
definitely
through
silly,
what it all says? Because I can't really read it. Wait, can you
So you
read
got, at the top you got iconic. You got
Mhm.
iconic for at the top you got silly, you got cool, you got okay, you got overrated, overhated, forgettable, and never watched before.
Damn. So are we gonna call it there?
Bro, they're calling Shooty forgettable. We're gonna call
Yes!
it there.
Okay.
Alright, thank you
sure.
Tom, thank you for Jacob for joining me. Same time next week.
Sure.
Yep.
Sounds good.
By the way,
Thank you everybody
those
for
wondering at
watching.
home, my lunch was good.
Good to know.
I don't think
Good
anyone
to
was
know.
wondering that. But anyway, thank you for
Get
watching,
better
everyone.
time management.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Oh, watching or listening.
See you next time, Thomas.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Goodbye.